Good afternoon, my name is Dave Blackburn. I'm the field service trainer for Doosan IR portable power. And today we're going to talk about the basic startup and operation of a power source generator. Prior to starting the generator set, we have several things we need to check. We need to check our oil level, our water level, make sure our containment area is dry, make sure our connections are hooked up solidly, and verify our ground. And after we do that, we'll look at the outside and inspect our vents to make sure they're clear of any garbage or trash that might inhibit any airflow through the unit for the cooling aspects of that. Okay, first check will be the oil level. Remove the dipstick and we'll check the level to make sure it's within the hashed mark. Second check will be for radiator water level. We'll verify we have a level in the overflow reservoir right here, but somewhere between the cool level and the hot level. The next thing we want to look at is we want to look at the containment level to make sure we don't have an excessive amount of fluids or liquids or any leaks. Also, while we're at it, we'll check all our hosing, all our wiring to make sure we don't have any worn and frayed wiring. We'll look at the belts. Verify the belts are in good shape. Connections. We have our direct hookups that we can hook up our cables for a three-phase connection through L1, L2, L3 with our neutral and our ground. Additionally, we have receptacles that can be used in the 240 volt, 120 volt single phase mode. We have three 50 amp twist lock receptacles, and we also have two GFCIs. Most left GFCIs always energized in all voltage modes, be it the 480, 277 3-phase, 208, 120 3-phase, and the 240, 120 single phase. Each receptacle has its own individual circuit breaker for overcurrent protection, along with the main output breaker from the generator. Prior to startup, we want to verify that this circuit breaker is in the open position. Additionally, if grounding requirements required by local codes, we have a chassis ground connection located down here right above the containment drain plug. After verifying that our cables are connected and tight in the proper sequence, we'll shut our battery disconnect switch. Okay, basic controls prior to starting up. Once again, verify the breaker is open. We'll verify that our voltage selector switch is in the voltage that we desire. In this case, it's in the 480 volt three-phase position. We must verify that before we start the machine, this door is shut and latched due to the interlock that will shut the machine down should it come open during operation. We have a voltmeter, an ammeter, and a frequency meter, a voltage selector switch to determine line to line and line to neutral voltages, our three-phase currents, and the voltage adjust potentiometer. This is the IntelliSys controller that we'll use to control the machine, both the start stop button and an auto start button. Hour meter, battery voltage, fuel level, and this gives us any indications of engine faults on the ECU located for the engine control. Also included with each unit is a capacity diagram. Capacity diagram set up to show the voltage operations, in this case 480 volts, in this instance 208, 240 3-phase, this one is 240, 120 single phase, and it indicates which receptacles can be used in which voltage mode and gives us our current and kVA limits for each mode. So prior to starting up and running, we will want to refer to this chart to make sure that we're not overloading the machine prior to starting it up. Next step would be to verify any of our loads are connected, all the connections are properly connected, proper grounds are installed in accordance with the local code requirements, verify that the breaker is open. The next step is to press the start button. We have a green light for the ECU, tells us that everything is good with it. We have a green light for the pre-glow, which will last for 10 seconds before the engine starts and runs. Going with the voltage selector switch, we can check the voltage output, all three legs. And if we needed to make any adjustments, just adjust the pot accordingly, set the output voltage where we want. At this point, we will let the machine warm up for 3 to 5 minutes before shutting the output breaker and placing any load on the generator. When it's time to shut down the generator, the first step is to open the output breaker. Allow the unit to cool down for about 3 to 5 minutes. And then press the stop button.